and welcome back to my channel. Heather Stamper here, and today is a Happier Heather Day. It's been a while since I've done this. Last time I talked about the 4 Tendencies course that I was taking through Gretchen Rubin's website, and I finished it. Yay! I was proud of me. It took me a little longer than I had anticipated, but that's okay. Basically, what I ended up doing was doing concentrated portions on weekends because that's when my brain could handle it the most. So there was that. I wanted to share a couple of the books that I read that were ones that were helpful for obligers, which is what I am. I have good outer accountability, it's like to achieve goals, but my inner accountability is not so much. So I wanted to share a couple of the books that I read or listened to. The first one was Drop the Ball by Achieving More by Doing Less by Tiffany Dufu. It's an overachiever's autobiography and how she learned to let go of the unnecessary things. It doesn't give a clue as so much of the how as what worked for her and her family. Gives you ideas though, there's like, I relate to this issue. It's like I can't let my husband do certain things. Oh my gosh, he's going to ruin everything. And then just being able to, give up some of that control so that you are not as tense. I have no problem with sharing the load with my husband. That's one of the obliger things that I've gotten really good at. So at least I think so. Second book was The Upside of Stress, Why Stress is Good for You and How to Get Good at It by Kelly McGonigal. Probably the longest title, or one of the longest titles I've read this year. It's a growth mindset book. If you're not familiar with growth mindset, it's basically taking the things that you get down on yourself with and putting a positive spin on it. So, for example, I'm just not good at math because it's hard. I can spin that and say, I'm not good at math yet. A big power of yet. It's like, I'm not there yet, but I'm going to get there. It tells your brain that you're not going to give up on it. Another growth mindset thing is, that mistakes are good because it helps us become better. Things like that. Things that help, the neuroscience and neuroplasticity of the brain. It's stress isn't the enemy, but the challenge. And it's easier to face things as a challenge instead of, oh, it's the enemy that's bringing me down. Oh. The next book I read was The Front Nine, How to Start the Year You Want Anytime You Want by Mike Vardy. It wasn't so much my thing because of all the golf metaphors, but, I'm sure it rings true for others about how, to take charge of your goals the way that you would take charge of, getting a good score on a round of golf. I'm not a golfer, but, those who are, those who can relate, yay. The last book that I read from the course was 10% Happier, How I Tamed the Voice in My Head, Reduced Stress Without Losing My Edge, and Found Self-Help That Actually Works by Dan Harris. That one is probably the longest title that I've read this year, but it was good. And it's basically a autobiography of how Dan Harris survived a nationally televised panic attack and how he uses that as kind of like the springboard towards self-help, with therapy involved and with, trying different things. And he ends up landing on, things like meditation and going on retreats for that. And it was very interesting. Again, not so much the how, but what worked for him. And you just kind of pick up the pieces that you went. And so I really like doing the course. I it's like, as someone that likes to get those gold stars, as Gretchen Rubin would say, you want to do a course that is going to keep your interest, number one. Number two, you're going to feel bad if you don't achieve the end goal of that course. So, there's that outer accountability right there. And then being able to share it with you guys, that's another outer accountability for me. So I'll probably do another one again later in 2023. It's got a bunch of other stuff going on right now, but I will keep you all posted. I'll post another video about my 23 and 23 goals later. If not this week, then next week. That's the plan. All right. If you like these types of videos, please click like, subscribe, ding-a-ling the notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.